Alright. College athletes should get paid. Mike Ehrman of the New York Times illustrates a rather shocking fact. Ehrman states that, quote, an illegal company has operated behind high-level college athletics for a long time.
I'm just telling him that
Its root cause is that universities with powerhouse sports teams like UCLA, Ohio State, and Texas receive nearly $20 million a year from brands like Adidas or Nike, while athletes wearing the Adidas or Nike apparel are expected to compete purely for the love of the game. Does that sound fair to you? In this speech, I intend to cover the stereotypical response of, isn't a scholarship enough for a college athlete? What do colleges spend their money on in college sports? And what is stopping student athletes from making money as an icon? The NCAA should pay student athletes in salaries and allow students to make money from their fame through endorsements that they deserve. This is important because it's simply unfair for a college athlete to put their blood, sweat, and tears into a game while having other people not even playing the sport make money off of the athlete's fame and play, while at the same time restricting the athlete's ability to make money for themselves. First off, we come to the most common response to the con side of the argument. Isn't a scholarship enough for an athlete? Tyson Hartnett touches on a very convincing topic and counter-argument of those who don't believe that college athletes should get paid as an athlete. He says, quote, on average, a full Division I scholarship is $25,000 per year. Hartnett also says that this scholarship is $100,000 over 4 years. While it is that, the money, quote, really only covers the basics, which covers thousands of dollars in mysterious unknown university fees, tuition, housing, meal plans, and multiple $100 textbooks. The point of this is that a scholarship doesn't equal cash in a player's pocket. Even with any type of scholarships, college athletes are typically dead broke. But how much do the top NCAA executives make? About $100 million per year. This comment segues into my second main point. Where would colleges get the money to pay the salaries? Hartnett also speaks on how, quote, many colleges earn at least $100,000 per year to coach one of the major sports. The coaches also receive bonuses for getting to the playoffs, winning championships, or breaking school records. The students, on the other hand, receive nothing. Hartnett points out further that the worst of it all is how, quote, recently the NCAA and CBS signed a $10.8 billion television agreement over 14 years. The NCAA is also considered a nonprofit company. Let me repeat that. $10.8 billion. Let me remind the NCAA that the students are why you just made that money, and they aren't receiving anything. Even further, Hartnett says, quote, universities bring in hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars to their athletic programs each year through donations, ticket sales, media rights, and advertising. In the end, it's the athletes that bring the fans, who give their money to the universities. Without the athletes, the universities wouldn't make a dime in that department. And lastly, my third main point. What is stopping student athletes from making money as an icon, from endorsing products, having paid speaking gigs, and selling memorabilia? The answer is strict NCAA rules that don't make much sense at all. Brian Rosenberg from the New York Times states that, quote, college basketball players are worth a lot of money, but they aren't legally allowed to make it. So the schools, coaches, agents, and shoes companies make the money instead, all in the name of amateurism. One good example that illustrates this ridiculous NCAA rule by Rosenberg is, quote, the case of the two athletes at the University of Iowa who started a t-shirt screening business, and they were threatened with ineligibility by the NCAA because their website mentioned that they met because they met because they were both, brace yourselves, swimmers. The only response to this rule should be, what's wrong with a person profiting from his own accomplishments and celebrity? Isn't that the way it's supposed to work? But the NCAA, not content with the billions of dollars in TV and merchandising revenue it already takes in, is determined to leave no spare change. As a review, the stereotypical response to this argument, college athletes ought to receive scholarships, isn't valid because a scholarship doesn't equal cash in a player's pocket. It covers the athlete's cost as a student. Colleges would get the money needed to pay their athletes simply from ticket revenues, donations, advertising, media rights, coaches' salaries, and the money from the new TV deal. And finally, students should be allowed to make money from endorsing products, having paid speaking gigs, and selling memorabilia. Again, this is important because it is unfair for college athletes to put their blood, sweat, and tears into the game while having other people not even playing the sport make money off the person. Now go out there and make your voice heard. Tell the world why college athletes should get paid. Thank you.